Can you just, talk about, Devin Booker and just the way he gets going? And it seems like the higher the stakes get, the better he plays, and just his performance today.
I mean, you are right about that. Devin definitely took control. He led the team. He made sure we played as a unit. Didn't forget, you know, our togetherness on the floor. And he stole some of my boards, but it's all good. But yeah, he played hard and he knocked down some great shots consistently, and we just fed off of that.
Next up is David Brandt with the Associated Press, followed by Cameron Cox.
A lot of people have talked about how the Clippers like to play small and everything, but you didn't look too concerned about it out there. What allowed you to kind of, maintain your defensive presence, and it never looked like you were too bothered by it?
Y'all gotta understand, I played Pac-12 basketball. I don't think I ever seen a footer in the Pac-12 conference. So I mean, I always played the four in college and switching out on guards, and guards wanted to beat my feet. But I mean, I train at this. I train my lateral quickness, and I trust my defense, feet and hands. And like I said, the league is changing. That's one of the reasons I don't like calling myself a big man, because I love to get out and guard on the perimeter as well, running after guards and stuff like that. It's just a part of the game that I really emphasize for myself.
Next up is Cameron Cox with 12 News, followed by Dwayne Rankin.
Hey, DA, congrats on the win. You and Book have been here a long time. You've called him the son of the Valley. Just where would you rank this performance tonight in moments that you've seen from Book throughout your time together?
You can't rank it. This is game one, and he already acting up. You can't rank it. So all you can do is just I don't know. You just gotta wait. Everybody just gotta have their popcorn ready, and just be ready.
Next up is Dwayne Rankin with the Arizona Republic, followed by Tressa Tudrick.
Hey, wanted to ask you about Mikhail and how he finished the game and his contribution. How much that led to you guys winning tonight?
Man, Mikhail does a lot. Like I said, he guards the best players night in, night out. Just seeing how he kept his poise and kept his head together throughout the game, sacrificing some shots to even, create for others is big time. And, we play in rhythm, and it eventually got to him, and he took advantage of it. I think he left with a big bang, reading the defense and what it did. He took the dunk, knocking down some huge shots in the corner for us and just making plays with the ball. Mikhail is an important piece for us, where he guards all the positions. He's everywhere, and, he did a great job tonight.
How many rebounds did Booker take from?
All. I think he had like 13, 14. And I seen him. It's like, I didn't know he was going to grab that many.
Just real quick, and Devin got started in the room next door.
Next up is going to be Catherine Fitzgerald with the Arizona Republic, followed by Kellen Olson.
Hey, Deandre, when we talked to Monty, he was talking about just how they've been trying to focus more and more and having it so you don't have to be in rotation. But Jay's been such a huge facilitator of that too. What did you think of how you worked with Jay tonight in particular?
Man, Jae Crowder did a lot tonight. He was the anchor tonight on just being so verbal. He was loud. He was communicating the right coverages for us. There was a couple of times where I got caught up and I didn't know where I was at. And, sometimes he had to physically grab me to, make sure I was in the right spot, and that's the type of team we got. And today he just was everywhere, man. He made sure, everybody stayed in put. He made sure I stayed out of foul trouble. I think I gave up a three on the strong side trying to help him out, but he got on me saying he didn't need the help. And, that's the type of team we have, just giving each other the right criticism and playing hard as heck.
We have Devin Booker available in the locker room Zoom right now. Next up is going to be Leonardo Torres from Peru.
Hi, DA. It's Leonardo Torres from Peru. Hope you're well and congrats on the win. DA, what are your thoughts on Devin Booker's performance, and what did you like the most about your team's defense from tonight?
Devin Booker played phenomenal. That's the one thing D-Book does. He don't drop to the competition. He plays for his team, and he makes sure he gets everybody involved. And tonight our defense was excellent. I really enjoyed the way we communicated throughout the whole game. Paul George had a great game, but we made sure the other guys, made sure we checked them and make sure we had our boxes and elbows really covered, and just making sure we run and rebound to close out possessions.
Next up is Rachel Nichols with ESPN, followed by Kellen Olson.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm having a lot of fun, to be honest. What I expected, I just expected, just the environment to be really intense, like it really is. I can't hear myself sometimes. Dudes playing physical. You're seeing some of the, the biggest trash talkers, and you come across some tendencies that you'll never see in the game. Trick plays, little vet moves and stuff like that that you have to ignore. You can't really get caught up in stuff like that, but you just know the task at hand. But beyond that, it's fun. Just approaching the game the right way, and I'm ready. Yeah. Well, they definitely gave me the cheat sheet. The work I've put in, and again, the type of criticism and the type of experience that they've shown me and what we went through as a team is much easier now.
Next up is going to be Kellen Olson with Arizona Sports, and then Gina Mizell.
Hey, Deandre, good to see you. Father's Day.
Huh?
First thing to ask you, the camera spots you have the moment with you. How hyped were you to have this kind of moment when you wrote about it in the Tribune?
Yeah, I was so amped up. I think CP, Chris Paul, was the first one to text me that morning. That's the first Happy Father's Day I've gotten. And I was wondering, I had to look at my phone. I glimpsed at it. It was like 7 a.m. I was like, is this for me? But I had to read the whole message and say, oh yeah, bro, it's, you are a father and stuff like that. And, just embracing that feeling was a lot. And it was a game day, my first finals playoffs. You got to go all out. You know what I'm saying? It's a great day, and I'm just honored, just to be with this organization going through what I'm going through right now.
Next up is Gina Mizell with Suns.com, followed by Lal Murray.
It's,
This is weird, right?
now I can see you.
Kind of a broader question, but you mentioned, I think it was during the Lakers series, that film is now your favorite TV show. How do you watch film differently now than maybe when you were a rookie? What have you learned about that part of the preparation and development process?
Mainly, as a rookie, I was just really scared of the matchup for real. Just like, okay, I'm going against him. What I'm gonna do? Not really just coming to him how I'm gonna stop him, but I'm about to play such and such. But now it's just me locking into his tendencies. Whoever I'm playing against. Knowing what they like to do. Knowing what's uncomfortable, making them uncomfortable, and just playing hard and physical throughout the whole game, making them work as well on the offensive end when I'm there, and just really being a presence on both ends of the floor, no matter what.
We got time for 3 more. Next up is Lal Murray with The Athletic, followed by Mark Medina.
What's up, DeAndre? Happy Father's Day to you.
Thank you.
I feel like this was a matchup where, you got to see 2 different versions of the Clippers. You got to see them big. You got to see them small. Like, were you able to kind of see what the previous bigs did against the Clippers and say, you know what, if we get a chance to go up against them, like, I can definitely take better advantage of what you're seeing?
Most definitely. I watched the whole series with Utah and the Clippers. Seeing how they had Gobert in rotations. I know our team is big on defense, and that's all we play. And we tweaked our defense to where I can be able to move my feet and just protect the rim and not just stay out of foul trouble and staying on the floor in the long stretches of the game. Just being a presence around the rim and making sure I show my verticality and show the rest that I'm showing my hands.
Final 2 questions are going to be Mark Medina with USA Today and Dan Waike.
Good to see you. Happy Father's Day.
I appreciate you.
Obviously, you guys like CP on the floor, but what has been the season-long process in being able to adjust to not just his injury, but other things throughout the season? How do you think that will apply to the series moving?
We faced a lot of adversity with injuries and stuff like that, but Monty is a coach who really, know how to encounter adversity. I don't know how, but he just knows. And, he makes us feel comfortable with change. And the thing he does best is just communicating the things we do best and just stick to that throughout the season. That's what we're doing now throughout the playoffs. We really haven't changed the way we play, and we approach the game the right way. And, we practice, we play hard, and we're always on each other. Somebody really can't get away with anything on this team. We work hard, and, it leads to wins like this.
Final question is Dan Waike with the LA Times.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, boss?
What's been sort of the evolution for you, learning how to take what Devin does on offense and kind of supplement it? It seems like you've gotten a lot more comfortable with that and making teams sort of have to choose.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, do you think that's why you guys are so hard to beat?
Me, first of all, first time coming here, I met Book doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I was gonna have to adjust regardless. But just really adapting to, what's his favorite thing to do. Knowing the gray areas that that I can take care of, and either get second chance buckets or just being a presence down low where everybody can be worried about me, and you got shooters wide open, stuff like that. And that's what I've just grown on, setting great screens, punishing mismatches, and just really crashing that glass, man.
Hey, Cam, thanks for your time. I just want to ask how exciting and electric it was to go out there and kind of, obviously not having CP3 is huge, but what was it like to kind of step up in this big moment and have a game like you did?
It was actually fun. And the atmosphere was crazy. I really just feel like I miss playing. We took a long little break, and it just felt good being out there back there on the court and getting the dub. Still praying for C. Hopefully we can get him back as soon as possible. But I'm glad we got that dub for him, and just looking forward to getting him back.
Next up is Kellen Olson with Arizona Sports, followed by Kent Sommers.
Hey, Cam. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
With the second half of the game, like in the second quarter, you really started seeing the passing lanes, just how, as a point guard and just finding those openings in point five. How did you assess the game as it went on?
Honestly, it was just getting into the paint. I had to find a way to get into the paint, and once I came to the paint, they really helped a lot. I had got a couple quick baskets, so they were coming over to contest those lays, and I seen, man, in the corner of my eye, just see a big black jersey. I'm throwing it to him, and those plays was just opening up for us every time I got into the paint. So I just tried to keep doing that, and just keep trying to be aggressive.
Next up is Kent Sommers with the Arizona Republic, followed by Dwayne Rankin.
Good to go then, yeah.
In Devin's triple-double in his line, I made it get overlooked. He only had 2 turnovers in 44 minutes. What's that say about him and how he played in a game where they were coming at him a lot with double teams?
He played outstanding. One of our keys today was take care of the ball. We know the Clippers are good defensively with their hands. And one of the things we talked about, me and him talked about before the game was, man, we got to take care of the ball. No turnovers. Try to keep turnovers down as if C was in the game, as if C was here. And we knew from the jump that if we took care of the ball, we'll have a good opportunity, a good chance tonight in the game. But man, Book played outstanding. He kept his poise. He got to his spots, and he did his thing.
Next up is Dwayne Rankin with the Arizona Republic, followed by Mark Schwartz.
Nice to meet you too. Finally putting that face with that name.
I wanted to ask about, when did you start getting comfortable tonight? Like early, you weren't playing like you normally did as a game progressed.
I'd probably say right around that second quarter that you talked about. But one thing during the game, I came out in like 5 minutes and I came back in the second quarter. I just sat down and watched the game like I normally do in the situations and kind of filled out how they were really playing. And Coach Blunt was like, man, be aggressive, get in the paint, get in the paint, get in the paint. And he kept saying, get in the paint, get in the paint. He was like, man, it opens up the floor for us. So when I came back out there, I was like, man, let me just see what happens. Get in the paint, try to get some layups, try to find some guys on some open threes, just try to get everybody going. And I ended up getting myself going doing that. So it's really a give and take type of situation when I'm out there. But just honestly, it's just playing freely, but playing aggressive. And I mean, I just appreciate Munt. That's amazing coach. Still my coach of the year. But like it's amazing to be able to have those type of conversations for the backup, And it just shows he believes in all players on the team, and that's big time.
How did you develop?
Honestly, I was really little. I was way smaller than what I am, and I had to find ways to score when I was little, and that just came with my game. And coming here and playing for Munt, his thing was get into the paint, and I just found I had to start finding ways to shoot layups. No problem.
Next up is Mark Schwartz with ESPN, followed by David Brandt.
Cam, it's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You know, I know Book has a couple of favorite all-time players, one of them being Kobe. And Kobe told him to be legendary. And CP3 has got to be another one of his all-timers. At times in this game, I was seeing those two guys come out of Book. What was it that he did to channel his two favorites in this ball game?
Honestly, I feel like it all comes together when he has the will to win. When he has the will to win, he don't really think about. He plays, and that's what we like about him. If they come trap, he don't get off the ball. We have a great team. We got 15 guys who can come out there and get to it, and he trusts everybody, and that's what make him good. He'll get off of it when he has to, and he'll knock the shot down when he got to. Just like you said, you can see both. And he just goes out there, plays with a chip on his shoulder, no one giving him nothing, no one still showing him his love. So he come out there and just trying to prove people wrong every night. And that's big time for him. But as a collectively as a team, man, we all got his back. We got to. And he gonna keep doing his thing. They're gonna try to take away things, but he always find a way to make stuff happen.
Final two questions are Gina Mizell with Suns.com and Kirsten Susel.
Good to see you.
Good seeing you too.
Yeah, can you take us through kind of this week where I know it was a day-to-day process with Kirsten knowing if he would be able to go or not, but just having to prepare to be like, okay, I might be starting this week, and just how did you sort of maybe calm yourself down or just approach this without putting too much pressure on yourself to start in such a, the magnitude of the game and all that?
For real, I ain't look at I was starting until yesterday. I was just like, man, I'm gonna hold it down to see get back. And I still got that mindset. I'm just trying to hold it down till my man back. And I really didn't do nothing out the ordinary. Tried to get a lot of extra workouts in, but outside of that, follow the game plan and just like I said, hold it down to see get back.
Final question is Kirsten Susel with 12 News.
Hey, Cam. You guys have played without Chris this postseason, but how different was it just not having his presence there in any capacity, not even having his voice in timeouts and things like that? And then I know that he has stayed in contact with everybody closely. Did at any point you find yourself maybe reciting in your head something that he was telling you heading into the game?
Oh, he said the game gonna be hectic, but keep your poise. That was the first thing he told me. He called me yesterday. He said the game gonna get hectic. Don't worry about it. Be poised. He was like, I know y'all ain't played in a long time. The crowd gonna be crazy. He was like, but be poised. Get on to the next play. That's the thing about C. It's not so much him out there hooping. His communication is outstanding. And we sit down and listen to him. He been here before, so he Hall of Fame. We gotta listen to him. He got the knowledge. So we sit there, listen to him. That's the only thing honestly today we miss. He wasn't talking. We ain't have him on the bench talking today. We ain't have him on the court talking and the timeout talking. That's probably the craziest thing. Because he talks so much, man. It's crazy. He talk on the court, off the court, in the timeout, in the huddle, no huddle, screaming, running down the court. It's just some. And to not have that voice, it was kind of weird. Not even the fact he can't even be at the game is kind of weird. But like I said, we just gonna hold it down until he get back.
Hey Jay, after Booker's first triple-double of his career, what was the scene like in the locker room? Were guys like dumping water on him, or what was it like in there?
Muted.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you, Jay.
We didn't pour any water or anything like that. It's game one. It's one game. It's a long series. But he did a great job of just controlling the game. I feel like he did a good job of playing on the ball a lot tonight and making his reads. They threw a lot of different coverages at him, and he was poised, and a lot of guys was able to play and make plays off of his double team and off his playmaking. So it was great.
Next up is Dwayne Rankin with the Arizona Republic, followed by Jovan Buha.
Likewise. I'm looking for you over here.
Wanted to just ask about what adjustment did you see throughout the game that you guys made with Chris being out that led to you guys winning tonight?
I mean, really, it's tough to put in measurement what Chris does for our ball club because he's the head of the snake. He's the guy who's putting everybody in position. So we just did a lot of that stuff on the fly. It was a little different, but we got the hang of it, especially by halftime. We came in and got to regroup a little bit and saw a few things, but we definitely missed him. I think the last 3 minutes of that game, that's when we felt like, where the hell is Chris at? That's the point where he's that guy. He's that guy to make that play for everybody. He's that guy to put us in position, and especially with a lead or down, we depend on him to make those plays, especially late in the game. So I think he was felt more that last 3:30 of the game.
Next up is going to be Jovan Buha with The Athletic, followed by Kellen Olson.
Hey, Jay. DA had 20 points tonight, and you guys as a team had 54 points in the paint. They adjusted in the second half by starting Zubats and going a little bit bigger to match you guys. What did you think of his performance in the paint and kind of making them pay for going smaller against him?
Yeah, I mean, we've been preparing for that. Obviously, last series, they did a lot of small ball lineups, and we just told him to dominate the paint. Let everything else take care of itself. Dominate the paint, fly around on defense, and he did exactly that and made those guys adjust a little bit. But I'm sure that's a good ball club. They have good players, so they're going to give a lot of different lineups, a lot of different scenarios and throughout the game. We got to just adjust, and we're prepared for everything. We're prepared for it. We're ready for it. We just got to calm down a little bit, relax, and just adjust and start to make plays on both ends of the court. I think he did a great job tonight.
Next is Kellen Olson with Arizona Sports, followed by Catherine Fitzgerald.
Hey, Jay, nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Monty shouted you out with Deandre in terms of like defensively playing limited offense stuff. How did you like the team's communication with how much switching you guys were doing there? That's so important.
Well, we've been practicing for a few days. We knew it was going to be loud in here, so our communication had to be 10x. It had to be on point throughout the whole night. And that's what I hang my head on. I'm one of the leaders of the team. Obviously, I got the scout report very, very well, and I just want to put my teammates in position to be successful and put myself in position. So I was just trying to do my part, especially with C out too. He does a great job of communicating on both ends of the court, and I just knew I had to pick it up a little bit since one of our leaders are out. So, but Deandre did a great job of just reacting. He had a few missed coverages, but we expect that. He's getting put in some situations that he's not used to. They're just trying to bring him out on the perimeter a lot, but he did a good job of just being active and still coming back and boarding the ball. So it was great.
Next up is Catherine Fitzgerald with the Arizona Republic, followed by Gina Mizell.
Hey Jay, it's a little hard to hear the questions in there, so sorry if this is repetitive, but Monty mentioned Chris Paul on FaceTime with you guys after the game. Just in the locker room, what was that like, and what did he have to say?
Yeah, Chris, he was excited, but he was holding up this finger one. It was one game. We did what we were supposed to do. We held it down, and we made plays on both ends of the court. And he was just very excited. He had a smile on his face, but he's eager to get back. Obviously, everyone knows what type of player he is. He's ready to get back out here with us, and we got to continue to just take care of the uncertainty and come in each and every day and be prepared as much as possible with or without him. So, but it was great to see him on FaceTime.
Next up is Gina Mizell with Suns.com, followed by Tressa Tudrick.
Hello, nice to see you. Likewise.
Going off and Devin Booker kind of going at it in the third quarter. How were you guys able to weather that?
We just didn't respond to it. Those guys went on the runs. We know basketball is a game of runs, and we just prepare for whatever. But we know when the other team goes on a run, we've been saying it all series, all playoffs. You got to respond, whether it be getting a stop on defense, or whether it be getting a good shot on the offensive end. But I think we did a great job of just trying to limit those runs as much as possible on their side. And whenever they did go on a run, obviously they got some heck of players over there. When they do go on a run, we got to respond to it. And I think tonight we did it the right way. That's honestly what it comes down to, especially with one of our playmakers and leaders out of the lineup. So we did a good job, everybody who played.
Next up is Tressa Tudrick with Channel 3, Channel 5, followed by Chris Haynes.
Hi, Jay. Thanks for your time. I just want to, sorry if this is a little repetitive, but Monty Williams said that Booker imposed his will tonight. You guys have seen how he's been able to play, but to see it on a national stage and the rest of the country kind of get behind Booker, what does this game do? I know it's only one game, but to see him have a big breakout performance like this in his first ever triple-double.
I mean, I expect it. I know what type of player he is. I don't understand how everyone's acting surprised at this point. Obviously, this is his first time at this level, at this stage, but he's capable. He's more than capable. He's more than ready. He prepared like no other. He's in the gym. He's preparing. He's watching film. So it's no coincidence that he's having games and big games for us, and like a game tonight. We expect him to do that, make plays for not only himself but for others, and that's what he did tonight. He controlled the game, and made plays, made his reads, and he was very poised. So that's what I expect. I knew what he was capable of. That's why I wanted to come over here and play alongside him, just to be a part of it, and give him some help to win some games.
Got time for 3 more. Next is Chris Haynes with Turner, followed by Kirsten Suso.
Hey, Jay, you look at the landscape of the playoffs, the teams that's left. I don't think any of the teams will qualify as a so-called super team. What does that say about the teams that's left? And you guys from top and bottom may not be a lot of household names, but you guys are dominating like you are. You so-called.
I mean, I'd rather be a full team than be top heavy. I've been on both sides of that. I've saw it. I played with it. I've been a part of it. But it's much easier for everything to start clicking, especially this time of the year when you got a full roster. Whenever you tap that hand and sub out the game, the guy's coming in is gonna give it his all. It's no big letdowns from when you sub out the game for our team, 1 through 5, 5 through 15. So it's just like it's great to be a part of something special and everybody pushing for the same goal instead of being like a super team and just being top heavy or whatever it is and trying to see where the chips fall. But it's great to be a part of a full, like, we got a real team. We've been saying it all year. A lot of guys, we will get the names as we continue to win games here in the playoffs, but a lot of guys want the same thing, and that's to win games, and that's all it is. You just see a lot of guys wanting to win and giving their all during the games.
Final 2 questions are going to be Kirsten Suso with 12 News and Anthony Slater.
Hey, Jay, you mentioned not having Chris out there on the floor, but what was it like not having him there at all, not even having his voice out there for you guys? And then can you elaborate on what Booker was able to do tonight in terms of a game management standpoint and how valuable that was?
Yeah, I think, like I said, with Chris, he's been communicating well via phone, via text, via FaceTime. But when you step on the court, when he's not there, it's a little different. But we did a good job of just adjusting on the fly. I think a lot of stuff came with on the fly, like a couple of plays where we just know each other. We couldn't run a few sets that we usually go to with Chris in the lineup, and that was just kind of weird, but we adjusted well. I think we went to another set of things that we could do on the offensive end, but it's just definitely great to see. And with Book, it's just great to see him control the game. I think he played point more than he usually do, so he had the ball in his hands a lot. He just made the read after read after read, the best read for our team time after time throughout the game. It was great to be a part of, great to see him making his reads. And they threw a lot of different coverages at him, and he was able to respond, whether it be with the pull-up 3, pull-up jump shot, or just kicking it or allowed to DA. It was just the right read all night, and they opened up a lot for our offense. And it was great to see him just dictate the whole game, especially with the ball in his hands more.
Final question is Anthony Slater with The Athletic.
You mentioned Booker kind of, controlling the game. He hit probably maybe 6 or 7, like 12-footers, 14-footers. In 2021, when everything's in the rim or 3, like how vital is that shot where you sit kind of in that box?
It's a good balance, especially for our team. We have a lot of three-point shooters. We have rim threats. So it's good to have him and Chris really hone in and shoot that little in-between shot, that little floater, that little jump shot right there, 12 feet up. But it's just great balance for our team. It's great balance for our offense. It clicks the right way. I just think it just works out well. Coach do a good job of putting him in position to attack the defense and make his reads, and he did a great job of all night. But I think it's just good balance for our team, just for him and Chris just to hone that shot and take that shot with confidence is great.